Hello and welcome, children. This is Mr. Muzaffar presenting before you the next chapter of your supplementary reader. The name of the chapter is The Treasure Within. The Treasure Within is a lesson. The Treasure Within is a lesson based on a conversation between Miss Bala Raja and Hafiz. The lesson that I am going to teach you today, my dear children, is based on a conversation. Between Miss Bala and Hafiz. Miss Bala and Hafiz. Who is Miss Bala? She was an editor. She was a newsletter editor. The name of the newsletter is Splash. The name of the newsletter is Splash. And who was Hafiz? He was a contractor. He was a contractor, but he was not good in academics. He passed his examinations only by cheating and only by copying. Hafiz, who was Hafiz? He was a contractor. He was a contractor. He was a contractor, okay, but he passed his examination only by cheating and copying. Let me tell you about his unhappy schooling. Let me tell you about Hafiz. Hafiz, who was Hafiz? He was a contractor, and Hafiz was a very unhappy school boy. He was a very unhappy school boy. Why he was unhappy? Because he was not caring about study. He was not steady. He was not interesting in studies. That's why teachers used to advise him. Teachers used to call him to his office and were telling him, why don't you study? What is your problem? Although he was a good cricketer, he was good in co-curricular activities, but he was not good in academics. He was not good in academics. Okay. In the first and second standard, he was good. In first and second standard, he was good. From the third standard, he seemed to have lost all interest in study. In third standard, it is clear and it is evident that he had lost his interest in studies. Who? Hafiz. He was particularly afraid of mathematics. He had a phobia of mathematics. He was not good in mathematics. Hafiz was not good in mathematics. He had nightmare about a maths examination. He had a fear of mathematics examination. He always have a fear that he cannot do good in mathematics. He was weak in mathematics. He dreamt of appearing in the examination, not knowing anything at all about the subject. Okay. Hafiz learned action. He loved action. Hafiz loved action. He loved practical things, not theories. He believed on practical things, but he did not believe on theories. Hafiz did not believe on theories. As a student, he was good in games and playing. As a student, he was good in games. He was good in games and playing jokes. He used to play jokes on others. Hafiz used to play jokes on others, my dear children. He was a very good sportsman. He was the senior champion of many years. He was the senior champion. He was a good sportsman. He was a good sports boy. He used to participate in sports. He used to participate in kabaddi. He used to participate in different games in a school, but he was not good in academics. Okay, and he was also the captain of the school cricket team. He was also the captain. He was Hafiz. He was also a captain of his school team. Now, one should be good because we are living in, my dear children, we are living in 21st century. We are living in 21st century. One must be all-rounder. One must be all-rounder, my dear children. Then only he can survive then only he can survive. Then only he can survive. If a person is good in sports and he's not good in education, he would have problems in introducing himself in different platforms, in different international platforms. So one should be smart. One should be smart in sports, in education, in education also, because education is important. This education will take you to the heights of Sekai. Education will take you to the heights of Sekai, my dear children. So you have to keep both things in your mind that I have to become good in ground, but in education I must be good also there. I must be good. I must be good also there. Okay. Now principal called him. Principal called him to his office. Now principal's advice to this small boy, because he was not good in academics. Although he was good in co-curricular activities, sports activities, but he was not good in education. I'm talking about Hafiz. He was a contractor, and this story is based on the conversation between Miss Billah. Who was Miss Billah? She was an editor. Newsletter editor. The name of the newsletter was Spash, and the next person is Hafiz. How about I have told you how he was? He was weak in mathematics. He had unhappy schooling because he wasn't good in education. First and second standard he was good, my dear children. Later he became weak and dull. He lost his interest, and later he had a fear of mathematics. And he was thinking that how could he pass his mathematics examination, and then he was passing examination by copying and cheating. Now principal called him to his office. He was called by the principal. Now principal called him to his office and told him oh Mr. Hafiz, look here, son, Principal told him, look here, son. Now principal called him to his office for an advice. Now principal told him, what he told him? Look here, son. I have been seeing you since day one. Principal told him, I have been seeing you since day one. You are a good student. I know you are a good student. You are good in sports. You are good in sports. But you never study. But I have seen you never study. You are passing the examination by cheating and by copying. By cheating and copying. I have taken care of you till today. I cared you up to this date. Now you are in class 11th. From first to class 11th, my dear, Mr. Hafiz, I cared you from class 1st to class 11th. Now you are in class 11th. I cared you up to this date, but now I can no longer take care of you. Now I cannot take care of you. So you have to take care of yourself. Now, Mr. Hafiz, you have to take care of yourself. It is your life. I have advised you from class 1st to class 11th. I cured you properly from class 1st to class 11th. I permitted you to copy and cheat, and you pass your exam. You pass different level. You pass exams from 1st to 11th. Now onwards, I cannot help you. Don't keep any hope on me that principal is going to help me in the examination in different in different places. No, now I cannot help you, Mr. Hafiz. It is clear and it is evident. Now onwards I cannot help you. And he talked to him for 5 minutes. How long he talked to him? He talked to him for 5 minutes. He again told him, steady. This will help you to make your future bright, Mr. Hafiz. And thank you. Hope you understand this part of this chapter. Tomorrow I will teach you the next part of this chapter. Thank you and have a colorful and beautiful day.